The Democratic candidates for the 21st Middlesex District State Rep seat and the 3rd District Governor's Council seat, the two local races in the upcoming state primary on September 6, came out to our BCAT studios to engage in a pair of debates. Candidates made opening and closing statements and took questions from members of the press and were given an opportunity to ask questions of each other. In the state rep debate, subjects included gas prices and inflation, government transparency, the biotech and medical device industries, and proper representation for all communities. One question posed concerned high home prices that are preventing first-time homeowners from being able to afford a home and seniors from downsizing.
One of the things that actually is being done is a law that's currently coming into play with respect to MBTA communities, Burlington and Bedford being among them, that will require a zone for multifamily housing that be created. Regulations were just issued in the last few days, in fact. And so what we've got to have is the opportunity for our communities to offer resources for our seniors, for young people coming back from school, to have a place that they can afford to stay. I'm also interested in a statewide program to provide for unattached accessory dwelling units, which is to say small in the appropriate yard size, a small unit that someone can put behind their home or next to their home to create essentially an in-law apartment or one of these small places. That will also create opportunities for housing.
I understand this intimately. My parents bought our home in Burlington when they were my age. It is no longer possible for a young person like myself to come back to the community that raised me and become a first-time homeowner. And I think that that's wrong. We need to have a state representative who cares about using state incentives for a diversity of housing stock, which is the kind of state representative that I will be. That means that we can have multifamily units. We can have smaller homes that are also more energy efficient. There's no reason that we need to keep having real estate developers be building these really large homes that are driving up the rates and pricing out our seniors, pricing out families, making it untenable for folks like myself to come back here and live and contribute to the community that has helped and raised them.
In the Governor's Council debate, questions included improving the criminal justice system, research and vetting of potential nominees, and diversity on the council. One question was how the candidates thought their experience and outlook would help inform their decision-making.
My personal experience is 23 years. I'm committed to this. I don't have another job. If I was a lawyer, I wouldn't have the time to go out and meet people that I'm going to be voting on. I wouldn't have the time. Recently, we had finally had 2 commutations. I've been asking for years for pardons and commutations, and it comes from the governor. I can't present them. I went out to those prisons and I met with those 2 men in Bridgewater in Norfolk, and it was a travesty of justice. 2 black men, life in prison without parole, and I voted for their release. I went to their LIPA hearings. I have that time to do because I'm full-time, I'm representing you.
My outlook is deeply informed by my experience. I've spent 15 years representing clients, standing next to them in a court of law as they face a judge, listening to them tell me about their lives, their dreams, their hopes, and I can tell you without exception, they want better lives. They want the support that they need to live the lives all people of good conscience want them to have. As governor's counselor, I will take that first-hand information and I will work with nominees to make sure that they understand the things that I understand.
You can watch both debates on our website at bcattv.org under the Election Center tab, where you can also find candidate profiles and other pertinent election news. From our Election Center, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Hosford.